With Byron Katie, it was just a matter of saying yes. She was traveling to Europe, and I said, I have some time off, and I'd be happy to do whatever it needs to be done. And she said, of course, honey. And so as I was ready to leave for that trip, after I bought my ticket, she calls me and says, I'm kind of new at this. She said, but basically you can't come because you're not certified to do the work. And what we're doing is retreats over in Europe. And she said, I'm sorry. And I said, oh, well, that's interesting. I wonder what I'll do with a ticket to Holland. And she said, you have your ticket? And I said, yes. And she said, well, let's just go with what is. And so I get on the plane and I get there and I just showed up. I was there to make food, to do runs, to go shopping, to do laundry if needed. They had a 3-day retreat with the retreat leaders and herself to do the curriculum. So that was my first 3 days there. And then as we were leaving for the retreat site, she said, you won't be able to join us in the sessions because you're not certified. And I said, that's fine. I said, I'm happy to bring you your meals. I'm happy to wash your laundry. I said, if you need Xeroxing, I'm happy to take care of that. So we all went there and we were sitting around in a circle of maybe about 20, 25 people. And as they were going around the circle, introducing themselves, and it comes to me and it said, my name is Patty. And Katie says, this is my person. So if you need anything, if you need to get me or get something from me, you'll have to go through Patty. She was sitting right next to me, and I went, okay. From there, I was just totally involved in everything that was going on there. And it was about day 3 of that, she sat me down. She said, this is really my first conversation with her, longer than a sentence. And she says, tell me a little bit about yourself. What are you doing here? And so then I let her know that I was a nurse and I was taking a 6-month sabbatical and wasn't sure what I was going to do next. And she said, you travel light, you don't carry much baggage, will you work for me? And I said, yes. So it was a matter of just all along with her, it was just saying yes, just opportunity after opportunity. I remember walking on the Sea of Galilee with her right after Easter. And we were walking and I just was saying how grateful I was for the opportunity that she's given me to do all of this, to travel with her every place that she went. And she looked at me, she said, oh, honey, that's what happens to people who say yes.